So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Looking for options for movement. Serginho's cross. Vitinha.
And now the breakaway. Kagawa.
And it's Neymar. Serginho looking to hit the byline here.
And he's there to clear it.
And claimed it back swiftly. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Swung over. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence.
Lovely bit of skill.
Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he welcomes it in. Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Messi gets a foot in here. And he goes cross-field. And it's Neymar. He is through here. Now it's Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely feet. Hakimi carries the ball down the right. And that should get the job done.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Luis Suarez, and he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball.
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving.
Shoots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary. Could be danger here. Tries a shot. He's delivered all right.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
In by Messi. That has been knocked clear. Nicked it back promptly. So much time and space here. Cruyff! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
No, he refuses to take the bait. And it's Neymar. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's clever. Suarez has been caught there, it's a foul. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And the ball's come loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hakimi. Oh, can he get onto this? Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
The pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Messi. Messi, good driving run. He's away, and the shot! He's scored! And they're at it again, in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Corner then. Barcelona with the corner, there first. And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in plenty of space here. Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's ended up in no man's land. And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's off and running. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, delightful ball. Bullets! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now he's got space here. That's been slipped through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Nicely shaped ball. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that should get the job done. That's a cute ball. Yaya Toure.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That's good vision. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And the counter is on. He's had a shot! It's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, and it's Neymar. Decent chance! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cleared without complication. Maldini. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, easy pickings there. Yaya Toure. Now it's Bellingham. And this is Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Hullet. Thuram. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Triol gives no quarter whatsoever. Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ronaldinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Oh, well measured. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Now it's Luis Suarez. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Just a whisker away. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Vitinha! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. An opportunist strike, but hit. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
It's Ronaldinho! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. Messi. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pullet puts his foot on the gas. Tries to Bellingham! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No way through. Knocks it into space. Yaya Toure. Messi is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Messi. That is lovely. Ronaldo running with the ball. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. Brilliant save from Buffon! And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, third corner of the game.
Messi, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 18. Serán sustituidos por
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
el dorsal 19.
Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And no, that was never going to make it. Yaya Toure is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he was quick to react. Puyol. Looking for a runner. Cristiano Ronaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now that looks a decent ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pull it. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Baresi. It's Neymar! And that would have been game, set and match.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence. Vitinha looking understandably energised after his goal. He has found the way through. And the shot! They've scored! And what a climax we have here! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence. Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He can get that clear. Pull it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And it's Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And now the breakaway. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to play him in. Now it's Inzaghi, and he's had it nicked away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ronaldinho. Now that's well seen too. Taken back almost at once. Now he's got space here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Seedorf. That's a good run he's making there. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Griezmann gets into some space. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Good ball over the top. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Costa Curta. Cafu. Thuram. Vieira. And it's Griezmann. And here's Batistuta. And it's Ronaldinho. Can he spark a counter here? Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, this looks sharp. Could move up a gear here. Threads one in. Luis Suarez quietly revving up. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vitinha. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Griezmann absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Seedorf's delivery. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Looking for options for movement. Filippo Inzaghi plays it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Can he get on the end of this? Vitinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Ronaldinho. Thuram gets over and intercepts.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido el consumo de bebidas alcohólicas dentro del estadio.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. They've got to make this nice and quick.
With Seedorf. Vieira. Pull it. And this is Batistuta. Well read. And the danger is averted. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. No, he can't get past him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Neymar with the short one. Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Tries to pass it through. Griezmann. And this is Griezmann. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And this is Inzaghi. And he's got his cross in. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Vieira. Out towards the flank. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. Thuram. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now Costa Curta. Cannavaro. Seedorf. And it's Griezmann. Vieira. And here's Inzaghi. Bullet always looking for that half a chance. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Vitinha. Now it's Ronaldinho. Great touch. Now it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Suarez looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, strongly challenged there. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Pulitz is standing over this one. And the potential here for the first goal of the game.
Griezmann, el dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos.
Pulitz!
El dorsal
Will
9.
be quick to recover this.
Villa.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
David Villa, now it's Hullet. Good ball, good take. And the shot! They've scored! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Big header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Cristiano Ronaldo really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And smartly reclaimed. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Owen. Turan, a picture of focus and alertness. Costa Curta. Costa Curta going full steam ahead down the left flank.
3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Cafu. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
That was travelling. Great defending, strong and determined. De Bruyne, he won't be happy with that one. Vitinha looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Great vision. Distributed tidily. Oh, no joy this time. Thuram. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Messi. Mendes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pullet. De Bruyne playing.
And De Bruyne!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Tries to pass it through. They get a throw in. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's in plenty of space here. That's very neat. Deep cross. That is a brilliant interception. Bale. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get onto this? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ronaldinho. And he's cut it out. Cannavaro. Taken back almost at once. And here's Messi. Good take, and is he in?
Oh, shooting chance!
De Bruyne. Vieira. Messi. And now the breakaway. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Vitinha. Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now there's a fine ball. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's out for a goal kick. And he's found a way past. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. O'Shea cuts it out, looking for the run. Luis Suarez. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Messi. Mendes has given away a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
We all love a tryer, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
He won't be happy with that one. Mendes makes the interception. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Doku. João Neves. Quarter of an hour played. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's been played through. Now it's Messi, face to face with the keeper. Threads one in. Great ball and he's in. Chance! Now who's going to be first to this? And he opts to go forward. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now, can they get him away? In by Messi, rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Nice looking ball, neatly clipped into space. Ronaldinho has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to make it 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Good ball, good take. Vitinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And a chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's De Bruyne. The message is clear, none shall pass. That looks a cracking ball.
Can he finish? Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And he's had a shot!
Rising over the bar.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's looking wide. De Bruyne bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nuno Mendes. Madrid finding their passes. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Doku.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Haaland.
And the shot!
Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are already promptly back underway. He's shifting through the gears here. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
João Neves. Look at the space.
Luis Suarez!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Has another go!
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Luis Suarez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Not the most accurate pass.
Are certainly playing with an intent.
Tries a shot!
Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. And this is Ronaldinho. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
The attendance for this
somewhat
match
off
was
target.
29,514.
And he's running through. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lobbed in behind. Haaland. Mbappe. The less said about that pass, the better. Luis Suarez has found the net here, of course. And he shoots! Tries to get it clear. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Messi. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. No way through there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Suarez is flagged offside. Nuno Mendes. Kimmich. Yildiz. And it's Neves. It's Kimmich. And it's Neves. And here's Mbappe.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
De Bruyne. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Haaland. Ambitious ball here. Gets a good foot in there. Yildiz. De Bruyne. João Neves. Mbappe. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And this is Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kimmich. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! It's in! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Mignon will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's an excellent interception. Vitinha! Oh, there was plenty on that. Well, there's the clearance. Van de Ven.
2 added minutes have been
this looks
indicated.
sharp. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Kimmich. He is through here. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And he cuts out the supply. It's a sharp pass. And Batistuta! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Batistuta really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. Here's found Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Vitinha. And that's a Messi! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Benfica are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played into the middle. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to play it through. That is a great pick out. And this is Hullet. It is a corner, good chance. Benfica have their second corner now. Baresi can get it clear. Throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. Vitinha. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And here's Rashford. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And he's there to retrieve it. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vitinha, and they can counter here. Knocks it into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well timed, excellent interception. Good ball, good take. He rises! Same again, same outcome.
Benfica really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good-looking ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And a shot! He's scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And this is Hazard. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played through for the wide man, Luis Suarez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's been caught napping. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Brzezinski, great vision. Ball played for Rashford. Pass somewhat off target. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Neymar. He is through here. Ronaldinho. Oh, important interception. Hazard. Rashford.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
This ended up in no man's land. And that has not gone well. Brzezinski. Benfica finding their passes. Now the ball's gone astray. Yaya Toure. Pull it. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're just settling back into this second half. Messi pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And here's Hullet. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Vitinha, that's a lovely, neat pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ball comes in. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Baresi cuts it out.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, that's been intercepted. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. Benfica looking to pass their way through. And This is Batistuta. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, he's found support out wide. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A case now of complete control. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that. There they go, hunting again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! No mistake! They're back within reach! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there. Batistuta! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
They've played it short. Rosicki could try cutting inside here. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Rosicki. Oh, super find. Big header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Batistuta. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. And it's made its way to him. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi tries making a foray down the right. Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Koundé. And they're back on the ball again.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Rijkaard. And the number on the board is 3. Some really good ball movement. Batistuta. Messi. And that will be the final act. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Neymar. Beckham. Musiala.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
There will be a throw-in. And it's Belletti. And that's aimed into the... He rises! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Messi. He's found the way through. The ball goes in. And he shoots! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Luis Suarez, good running, strong and purposeful. Messi receives it in a good position here. De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Musiala. And it's Belletti. Now it's Musiala. That's a corner kick. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is as far as they're going to go. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, no joy this time.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's the keeper's ball. Well read, nice interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Raul. Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. Closing in on goal. He's got away. Ronaldinho, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. Beckham. No, again there's no way through. Nicely aimed pass. Dink through. That's a shade optimistic. It's Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. Stood up well to him there. Throw it. Beckham. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neatly clipped into space. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And they're not going to make any further probe. Could be danger here! Well, that's been cut out, well played. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Shot, and the shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish, that could spell trouble. Well, that's a little loose. He's picked his way through, and a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
The goal scorer.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side.
Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Akanji, good driving run. Oh, they can break here. Strong running down that left flank. Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Luis Suarez. Lewandowski. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide, crossed into the box. And that has been cleared. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Mbappe. And that has been slung wide. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. De Jong. Still goalless. Luis Suarez! Oh, it's hit the post! Messi. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha threads one in. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it's come loose. Neymar tries to cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Neymar plays it short. Neymar. And it's Marquinhos. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's a key interception. Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. 15 minutes till half-time. Hazard, he's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others. And the shot! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Defending was strong and firm. De Jong.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he welcomes it in. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Showing good feet. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Quick reminder today, please.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's another chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Lewandowski. Takes a shot! Off the post! Good stop. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cristiano Ronaldo gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had a shot! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down.
Oh, what has happened here? He'll try to keep this alive. He is just caressing the ball. And this is... And the finish! Decent enough try. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Messi makes the interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Oh, red, nice interception. Tries to play it through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldinho. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. Ball swung in. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! He's scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He has found the way through. Incoming delivery. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Antonetti. Here's the return pass. De Jong. Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. And now they can clear their lines.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He is through here. In by Messi. He gets big. Sticks it away. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So the lead now, Cristiano Ronaldo! It's run loose, who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Messi. Messi's cross. And he's there to clear it. De Jong gets rid without sophistication. Nice looking ball. Shoots! It's fallen kindly here. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So, third corner of the game.
Akanji. Number 11. Hazard. Number 9. Robert
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Mbappe.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 4. Van Dijk.
Marquinhos spots it and
Number
intercepts.
14, Rashford.
It's a searching
Number
pass,
17,
and there's green grass ahead of him.
Substitutions taking
Iniesta.
place.
Raul. This looks promising. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
4 added
Into
minutes
a
has been
minimum
indicated.
of 4 minutes additional time. He won't be happy with that one. Zanetti. Raul. Caresses it through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really like the look of Florian Wirtz, Peter. What's impressed me most is his decision-making, which has been grown through his youth years. That comes from his wonderful understanding of the space around him, and he can dictate the tempo of his play accordingly. And he's going to be a superstar in years to come.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Played in deep. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Beckham to take it as usual.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a searching pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee...
Van Nistelrooy! They've scored! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Baresi gets a foot in here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Raul. Messi. Probing pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there's the clearance. Caceres. Oh, super find. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Neymar plays it short. What a throw in. Van Nistelrooy looking understandably energised after his goal. Now the ball's gone astray. Ambitious ball here. Now it's Rashford. Aims beyond the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's a key interception. Wirtz. Toure makes the interception. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That is a great pick out. Vitinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Lovely feet. Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. Nicely shaped ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played back in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, played right into his path. Caceres does really well to win the ball there. Raul. And it's Luis Suarez.
There's the shot! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Raul.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Number 7, Owen.
And he's in on goal. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Suarez. And this is Messi. He's having a shot! Wirtz. Good running, strong and purposeful. Owen gets into a good position. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Beckham. Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. Vitinha. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had it taken off him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi now takes a shot! Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Coming on the field.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
This looks promising.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude.
Can he finish? Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho has given away a free kick. Shot could be on. Rashford. Great chance! And got to be quick to recover this. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Rashford. Oh, well played, well played. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Beckham. He's in plenty of space here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ronaldo. He's found a way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, this is a great position. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Played it again. Keeper's dealt with that. And they're quick to get it back.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a mighty effort. So close to drawing level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. That has ended up in no man's land. Baresi. Owen gets into some space. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's nice. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And one more try! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
I think we're just about done here. No way through. Nicely weighted ball. And he's worked it through. And the flag, Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar goes short.
3 minutes added time.
And that is expertly dealt with. Haaland, looking for options for movement. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Messi in acres of space out wide. Big header! Marquinhos goes direct. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players.